Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday, which means happy Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City Day. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk because we have the first 6.5, 7 minutes of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 2. So if you haven't seen it, well, maybe this will get your chops wet, get you a little bit excited for tonight, right? Because we're all excited about the reunion. There's 3 parts. This is part 2. Hopefully we get Kathy Hilton at the end of it. I honestly haven't seen the reunion early, so I don't want to pretend like I have. And, I just want to see, I want to get to the drama. I want to get to the Kathy Hilton, Lisa Rinna drama, but that is not in the first 6, 7 minutes of part 2. Now, with that, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to go to the description of this video to Hot Messy Podcast and go listen to the behind the scenes of our trip to BravoCon. Yes. Okay. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So we know that Crystal Kung Minkoff got called out as a liar this was part 1 of the reunion. Now, she's claiming that she told a story, or that there was a story that was much bigger that wasn't told over the last 2 years of her interaction with Sutton Strack. Sutton can't necessarily remember what she's talking about, and Kyle Richards was like, hold on, I was there. I don't remember this either. I feel like if there was something that big, I would have been made aware of it. Now, Crystal was called out during part 1, and they were all slamming her as a liar for making up this story. And Andy Cohen even said, you said at Watch What Happens Live that it was much worse than what was actually mentioned. So as they're talking, we know that Crystal during part 1 said, listen, it was worse to me. And this was true to me. And Kyle was like, no, but it's not true. She's like, it was my truth. And we're like, okay, well, I don't know. I think what's happening here too, though, it makes me wonder, because Dorit and Kyle during part 2 are wondering if Crystal is embellishing the story in order to have some sort of storyline. I think what happened was there was some sort of conversation that happened, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know. And maybe Crystal doesn't want to put it out there because it could be so much more damaging for somebody else in the group, as opposed to her just eating a little bit of crow and being like, you know what, I'm not going to say it. Or she could be making it up. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in Crystal's body. I don't know. But there's more drama going on to all of this too. We have, at the beginning of this, Diana Jenkins, who's coming on over the Zoom call, whatever the case is. She's coming on over the zooming in because she was sick. She got diagnosed with the C word from the pandemic due to the algorithm. We can't say all of that. But when she feels like, I cannot believe you, Garcelle, would potentially blame one of us in this group for sending the bots after your son, Jax. We would never do that. Garcelle has no time for Diana. Garcelle's like, literally, listen, I have nothing to say to you. And she's like, well, I hired an attorney and I am going to find out who hired the bots. I'm going to find out who is behind all of this. And Andy Cohen's like, wait a minute, how does that work? And then, of course, Erica came in with her legal knowledge, and she's like, it's called John Doe. John Doe. And Diana Jenkins was like, yes, this is John Doe. So you're suing no one, because really what the point of this is what they would have to try to do is track, I believe so, don't quote me on this, I believe they would have to track the IP addresses of the people who were attacking her son. Now, we don't know, are these random people in the United States or all over the world, Middle America, South America, who knows where the people are from, right? Or are they just bots designed to attack people and attack certain, sites? And then you type in keywords. From what I understand, there's that guy, I don't want to say his name, it's like saying Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, but the one who's been a part of all of this BS drama and I feel like there's no validity to anything that this person says. But the guy that's name starts with the P that's been fighting with Lisa Rinna and Kathy, he who shall not be named. And he was like, listen, my company was hired to, get these bots, and we did not want these attacks to be racially charged. And we are sorry for that. And we accept responsibility, but we were hired by one of the women in this group. So then, of course, you have Garcelle sitting there on stage and she's looking at the rest of the women and she's like, I think it could potentially be somebody in this group, which why wouldn't she think that at this point? Because we're seeing what all of the women are capable of. Now, we get to a point where we're going to cut to the break, right? And everybody gets to go get lunch. And Lisa Rinna and Erica Girardi go in and they go into the same dressing room and they're talking about this. And they're like, I cannot believe that Garcelle is trying to point fingers at one of us. All of our kids have received threats. All of our kids have received death threats, like big threats. And this is a clear way to divide the group, and it's not kind. Okay. These two are talking about that. Not kind. This is the way to divide the group. Did you watch the finale? Were you at the same one? And then on top of that, you have Kyle Richards calling things out. Sutton has finally been vindicated because she was accused of being a racist. And she said, now finally people see there was no, from what she's saying, there's no truth because Crystal is not actually saying what was said. And we still have yet to see Kathy Hilton. So I'm guessing what's going to happen, and this is just a guess, and we'll find out tonight. And I will keep you posted because I said we're going to be covering this. I don't know if we're covering it tonight or tomorrow. I have to text a few people and figure this out, but I'll keep you posted on the community tab. I have a feeling what's going to happen is since this is a 3-part reunion, we're going to get part 2, which happens tonight. And at the end of it, during the last like 10 to 15 minutes, that's when we're going to have Kathy Hilton introduced. And then we're not going to get any of the Kathy Hilton drama until next week because, well, that's what a good cliffhanger is for. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinion. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, I know this week is probably going to be really annoying with all of the BravoCon news. I'm sorry. It was a whirlwind of a weekend. There was like 500 panels going on at once. These women and some of these Bravo celebrities who are not women were literally just spitting out sound bites all weekend. So there's so much shit that's coming out and so much to address. And it was nearly impossible to be all over the Javits Center at one time. So as things continue to come out, we will, of course, continue to talk about them. But if you want to know about our behind the scenes experience, just go to the description of this video, click on Hot Messy Podcast, give it a listen, give it a like, give it a review, give it a 5-star rating. And yeah, Jason's flying out in the morning. He's going back to New York. I have no idea how he's going to do this, but hey, good luck to you. I need a lot of rest. So love you guys. Bye.